So I had my first qualifying comp of the season on Wednesday, and quite a few people were kind enough to send me good luck messages and that kind of thing on Twitter, so I thought I'd do a quick video to do a little roundup of how the round went. I was planning to do this video either the same night as the competition or the following morning, but I haven't had time. I've had loads of work to do and a lot of golf on. But in a way that's probably a good thing, because it's actually taken me a couple of days to sort of digest and really work out how I feel about the round. Obviously, the dream scenario was that I've practiced all throughout the winter, I've worked really hard, I've had loads of rounds miles below my handicap, so the dream was I go out in the first qualifier, shoot a great score, and I get cut straight down to 7 and the season's off to a fantastic start. It didn't work out exactly like that, for a couple of reasons really. First one, and this is a bit of an excuse warning, it wasn't very easy conditions at all, so it was really windy and the greens had been top dressed, so putting was really difficult. Also, we've got two of our par 3s at the moment are on temporary greens, which, as most of you know, actually makes it more difficult, despite the fact the hole's shorter. You know, you've got a tiny little green and it's not great surface. I ended up with 35 points, it was a Stableford comp, and 36 points won it. So obviously I'm disappointed. Like I say, I was hoping to go out and get a big handicap reduction, but I can't beat myself up too much because it wasn't easy. I still could have played better. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I played absolutely fantastic golf and the course just was impossible to play. I certainly could have played better, but there's no point me beating myself up because the conditions were pretty tough. Quite a few people said to me, oh, I'm surprised you actually played in that and put your handicap on the line because the conditions were that poor. A lot of people didn't play in it. But I just couldn't wait really to get back out into competitive golf, and it feels great to be back in the season now. I can't wait for the next qualifier, which is a week on Sunday, so Easter Sunday. So I'll show you my scorecard and the stats from my round. I hit 9 greens out of 18, which is only one short of my target really. My normal target is to try and hit at least 10 greens. Obviously that means that I've missed 8. If I get up and down on 4 of the 8 that I miss, that leaves me 4 over. And if I then make 1 or 2 birdies, that brings me down to sort of 2 over or 3 over, which is a reasonable target at the moment. So yeah, tee to green wasn't too bad. Chipping wasn't as good as it normally is. Again, I would put that down to nerves. I mean, I've been waiting a long time for this competition. There's been a lot of build up to it, so understandably there were a bit of nerves. But yeah, putting really, I mean 35 putts, that is a lot higher than I normally have. As you can see, no birdies. I had a few decent opportunities, but I just never felt like any putt was going to drop. I didn't hold a putt outside that length all day, and nobody I was playing with did either. So overall, as I say, not the dream start, but it wasn't a disaster. My handicap could have easily gone up on a day like that, and it didn't. As I say, I was only 1 shot of winning the competition, which gives you an indication of how difficult the conditions were really. So there are a lot of positives to take from it. I feel like, okay, maybe this wasn't necessarily a great qualifier to play and I was to get my handicap down, but I've got this one under my belt now. I've got those kind of first competition nerves out of the way a little bit, which means that by the time the next competition comes around, when the greens should be a lot better, and also at least one, if not both of those par 3s with a temporary green will be back on the main green. So the course should be a little bit more scoreable, and I'll already have 1 competition under my belt now. I'll keep you posted on how that round goes. Obviously in the meantime we're making various videos, and I will see you in a bit. I still haven't got a sign off. Any ideas? What's a good YouTube sign off for me? Put a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'm just gonna not scratch my ear on camera. Yeah, so put a comment down below. What's a good sign off for a YouTube video? If you haven't subscribed already, then please do. And let me know, have you played any qualifiers yet? When's your first one? What is your handicap? What are you hoping to get to this year? It'd be great. Let's have a lovely chat down there.